Hello everyone, my name is David Arzanta here, and I'm going to be showcasing a Yu-Gi-Oh! Combo video of how to play Superheavy Samurai, because the Superheavy Samurai are basically like an archetype where they hit like tanks and they don't need no spells or trap cards, and they're game FX monsters. So without further ado, I'm going to showcase some simple combos so that way people can learn and I can teach people how to play, how the Super Heavy Samurai deck 4 or 5 works. So I'm gonna draw the 5 cards. Okay. 5 cards. Here we go. For my first move, I activate Big Baraji special ability from my hand. You see, if I control no spell or trap cards in my graveyard, I'm allowed to special summon this card from my hand. Super Heavy Samurai, Big Baraji. And after this card is special summoned, I cannot special summon for rest of the turn except Super Heavy Samurai monsters. This card can be treated as 2 tributes for a tribute summon of a machine type monster. Okay. Next, I'm going to equip my Super Heavy Soul. I'm going to equip my Soul Piercer and equip it to Big Baraji. I'm just going to equip it because it says here I could target a Super Heavy Samurai monster I control, equip a monster to the side of the field, and if it attacks the defense business monster, inflict piercing damage. But that's not the main reason why I equip those cards to. Because I'm going to tribute summon this and this for Super Heavy Samurai Monk Bing Bang K in defense mode, because this one is, even though this was required to, this was special summon, and I just only used, and Big Baraji can be counted as 2 monsters. Next, I'll activate the effect of my Soul Piercer. Since if this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, I get to add 1 Super Heavy Samurai monster from my deck to my hand. So with that, I'm going to add Super Heavy Samurai Prodigy Wakaushi. Next, I'm going to set Prodigy Wakaushi in the Pendulum Zone. And then I'm going to activate Prodigy Wakaushi's special ability. Since I have no spell or trap cards, I get to place 1 Super Heavy Samurai monster from my deck except Super Heavy Samurai Prodigy Wakaushi in the other Pendulum Zone. So, what this means, I can set another Pendulum Zone, another Pendulum monster. I'll put this one on the other side and special summons it. But that's not all. I'm going to activate Prodigy Wakauchi's monster ability. It says here, if I control no spell or trap cards, I could discard 1 monster and special summon 1 Super Heavy Samurai monster from my hand or deck in defensive position. Also, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn except Super Heavy Samurai. So basically, as long as I have Super Heavy Samurai, that'll be fine. All my monsters are Super Heavy Samurai anyway. So, I'm going to discard this one to special summon Super Heavy Samurai Big Bang K in defense mode. And now I'm going to use these two monsters to synchro summon. Now, behold the brave, steadfast, and immovable Super Heavy Samurai Brave Matsuurau. Next, I'll activate Super Heavy Samurai Big Monk Bing Bang K, a special ability. Since I control a Super Heavy Samurai monster, I could add 1 Super Heavy Samurai Soul monster from my deck to my hand. So, either I can add Soul Beams, I can add any Super Heavy Samurai Soul here. But you know what? I'm just going to add this one to my hand. Then I will equip Brave Matsuрау with my Soul Peacemaker. And with that, I end my turn. Well, like I said, the next turn, it's basically if you go on like first, I mean, you can set up your biggest defense. And like, this is just a defensive play. The Soul Peacemaker, I equip it to Matsuраu right here. It says here I can target one monster. While this card is equipped by this monster, by this effect, monsters your opponent controls cannot attack monsters you control except the equipped monster. So basically, it's more like a. So basically, it's more like a lock. They're only allowed to attack this monster, and with the big defense, like 4,000 defense points, that's not gonna be big of a problem. It's basically you set up your biggest defense. But at that, yeah, it actually it's kind of cool. Let's see what will happen if I draw my first 5 cards. But if we're going second, and if I draw another card, let's see what would I get. Okay, not bad, but okay, I could do better for my second turn. I normal summon Superheavy Samurai Wagon. I'll activate its effect. Since this card is normal summon, I can change the battle position. So I'm going to change it to defense mode. Then I activate its other effect. Since I have no spell or trap cards in my graveyard, this will allow me to I can change this face-up defense position to attack position. Then I can add a soul monster from my deck to my hand. Soul monster. I'll add Soul Peacemaker. Then I'll use Soul Peacemaker and I equip it to my Superheavy Samurai Wagon. Next, I can activate its special ability. I can tribute the monster that you control with the equipped with this card by this card effect. Special summon 1 Superheavy Samurai monster from my deck. So I'm gonna tribute him, but due to this of card's ability, tribute him. Special summon any Superheavy Samurai. So if I want, I'll go with Prodigy Wachowski. Next, I activate a special ability. Since if I have no spell or trap cards in my graveyard, I get this special summon. I get to discard 1 monster. Which one should I discard? I think I'm gonna discard Superheavy Samurai Scales to special summon a Superheavy Samurai monster from my hand or deck in defense position. I'll special summon Monk Bing Bang K. Let me see. What can I do? Well, if I want to, I guess if I want to, I do have a kaiju in my hand. It was saw in my, but I could kaiju a monster. You know what? I'm gonna play Superheavy Samurai Coil from the Pendulum Zone. And then I'm going to tune with these 2 monsters for level 12. Again, with Matsuрау, which is actually your best card. These go to monsters that are pendulum monsters. They go to the face-up extra deck. And with that, I equip my soul beads. into my Superheavy Samurai Brave Masaru. I could. And then if I go for the battle phase, I could use this one because this card can attack while face up defense position. And if it does, apply the defense for the damage calculation. So if I try to attack with this, I can attack in defense mode. And when it does, it uses the defense points, which is 4,000 of it. If my monster attacks, and if it succeeds, then I'll activate the General Quarrel's ability. Sorry about the blurriness and stuff, and as I'm not the best, but I'm trying here. Then this one will activate. It says here, does the card effect can only work while you have... When a Superheavy Samurai monster you control destroys a monster by battle, you can activate this effect. That monster can make a second attack in a row, even if this card leaves the field. So it grants him another additional attack. That's not, I mean, if you want to go first and second. Next thing we're going to be going to is just we're going to be inking another one, but instead of having to draw 5 cards, and it's more like you need to have these 2 cards specifically in order to make off your combo. So this is a combo that only works when you have these 2 monsters: Super Heavy Samurai Soul Piercemaker and a Super Heavy Motorbike. So, and here's how it'll go. First, I'll activate my Super Heavy Samurai Motorbike. Since I have no spell or trap cards in my graveyard, I get to discard this card. Then I can add 1 Super Heavy Samurai monster from my deck to my hand. With that, I'm going to add Super Heavy Samurai Prodigy Wachowski. Next, I'll place Super Heavy Samurai Prodigy Wachowski. And next, I'm going to activate its effect. You see, if I can place another Super Heavy Samurai monster on my Pendulum Zone, which I'm going to be placing it right here, I can special summon it. Next, I'll activate my Monk Bing Bang K special ability. You see, if I control a Super Heavy Samurai monster, I get to add 1 Super Heavy Samurai Soul monster from my deck to my hand. And it doesn't matter which one you're going to grab due to its effect. So a Soul monster would be fine. I don't think I'll grab my Super Heavy Samurai. I'll add this guy, Super Heavy Samurai Soul Horns. It doesn't matter which one I want to pick, but next I'll activate, and next I'm going to equip Prodigy Wachowski with this effect. Next I'm going to activate Prodigy Wachowski's monster effect. By discarding my Soul Horns, I get to special summon another one, a Super Heavy Samurai monster from my hand or deck in defense position. I will summon Super Heavy Samurai Bing Bang K. And now I'm going for a synchro summon. Gong will tune level 4 Prodigy Wachowski and my Super Samurai Big Bang K for level 12 synchro monster. The equip squad goes here. Next, the brave, double steadfast, and Super Heavy Samurai Brave Matsu Raoul. Next, I'll activate Soul Piercemaker's special ability. Since this card was sent from the field to the graveyard, I could add 1 Super Heavy Samurai monster from my deck to my hand. The card I'll choose, Super Heavy Samurai Security. Good thing I grabbed this one from Duelist Nexus. on the Duelist Nexus. And this is all special summon. Okay. Next, I'll normal summon Super Heavy Samurai Security. Using its effect. Sorry. I get a little nervous a lot, so bear with me. If this card is special summon, I get to add one face-up machine pendulum monster from my extra deck to my hand. So, by targeting my Brage Wachowski from the extra deck, I can add it back to my hand. And I can use its effect. If I have no spell or trap card in my graveyard, which I do, I contribute this card, then special summon one Earth Machine monster with 1500 or less attack points from my hand or graveyard, except itself. So by tributing him, I can bring back my Super Heavy Samurai Big Bang K. And with that, I end my turn. That's what you need for your 2-card combo. And this is basically the main thing. I can try to tank like it hits like a semi-truck. Mostly that's kind of the deck. I do have others that can help with like these guys. This one is more like a Harpy Feather Duster. I mean, I have more generic stuff. I mean, I never technically go for the generic stuff. I just basically go for the main thing. But this is kind of like the gist of the combos. I mean, yeah. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned a lot about the Super Heavy Samurai deck profile, and like this is just basically it's basically more like you hit like a tank. So I mean, yeah, this can basically when I hit a tank. No spell or traps, just go for it with the monsters you have.